Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I got a very special one and it took me forever to make, so please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 200 by the end of the year, and it's a mix of regular gameplay and replay cam of me on my Allo and my friend Freddy on his Iggy fighting a Mixpack in well, first in Desolate Pass and then later in Hot Springs. So to start things off, I wasn't joined up with Freddy yet, but I found this stego parent with a baby, what I thought was getting chased by a Rex, but it turned out that they were all friends, and yeah, I thought I was helping the Rex hunt here, which turned out to be false, and I would almost find out the hard way that they were not, the Rex wasn't my friend and that he wasn't even trying to hunt them. But the first thing I heard, even before I saw them, was the Rex roar, so that's why I thought that he was hunting them, but yeah, that doesn't turn out to be true. So I got a few hits on the baby stego, but I knew I had to be careful of the big stego because they do a lot of damage with that tail, so I was being a little bit hesitant, but you'll see the Rex comes and starts to play as well. I somehow managed to avoid that stego hit, but the Rex tried to bite me as well, luckily missed as well. But from this moment on I knew that the whole group was like enemies, and I needed to get my friend Freddy to Hot Springs to help me out with this. Even before we started the fight, and if you're wondering why it's raining, by the way, like in the replay cams I made it all like nice and daytime and clear weather so you guys could see it well. Before we even started, Freddy got attacked by this raptor, so I had to bite him off, so yeah, that happens. Later on, the Rex and the two stegos made their way to Hot Springs, where me and Freddy on his Iggy were waiting for them. The Rex, as you can see, is clearly not the best Rex player in the world, but we still have to be careful of him because, you know, Rex can decimate through anything in seconds. I landed a hit on the stego there, but took one in return as well, so not a very positive damage trade here. We weren't exactly sure where the baby stego was hiding at this point because we couldn't really find him anywhere, but we decided to play it careful and not just rush in there, so we took our time to decide our next move. But in the process of us being patient and waiting for a good opportunity, they were joined by a Hats and another Allo, so it was now a 5v2, so yeah, that was not very positive, so we decided to make a run for it and wait for the right opportunity to strike instead of just rushing in, because we were clearly outnumbered, and also with the Rex there we had to be careful, so we just ran away and decided to split up a bit so we wouldn't have like the whole group chasing one or both of us. But turns out, because I ran the other way, the whole group ended up chasing Freddy. So he told me in party chat he was going to the water, so like, because the Iggy is quite fast in water, so he could deal with him that way. Unfortunately, Freddy and the Allo and the stego ran just outside of the range of my replay camera, so I didn't capture the fight, but as you can see, Freddy managed to mess him up quite good, with the stego being low and the Allo is going in again, because Freddy's laying down now for whatever reason, because after the Iggy's TLC it's not a good idea anymore to 1v1 an Iggy when you're on an Allo, but this guy, we gotta give him credits for trying. After getting messed up by Freddy, the stego had seen me coming and ran in the water as well, but I had to switch targets from the stego to the Allo. But when I was running after him, I saw the biggest nightmare ever coming, that it was that Rex and the Hats as well, so I crossed the water because Freddy could protect me if they try to come after me. But we sat down to regain some stamina and watched the whole group roar at us one last time and then leave, so we thought that was it, but we weren't ready to throw in the towel yet. Apologies for the different lighting, but like I didn't have this clip in replay cam, so I had to do it with the regular footage. When I was following the Hats and the Rex on their retreat, We were kind of sort of looking for the Allo and the Stego because we both know that they were low, so we thought they might be sitting down or laying down the heel somewhere nearby. And of course, you know, you can't forget the quest, but I didn't see it there yet, I don't think, but when I looked again, I saw the Stego just sitting there in the pool, so I took some fall damage to get down there quickly and attack him before he would be able to react. But even when he got so bloody and nearly dead, I didn't manage to kill him like right on the spot, so I had to do something very dangerous and follow him while tail riding, so he messed me up quite good, but I was able to kill him, and in the background you already see his Rex friend coming again, so I grabbed the trophy and made a run for it. Not even 2 minutes later, the Rex and the Hats were back, and they brought some more help in the form of this Dasp, so we were once again outnumbered and not full health yet, so yeah, I tried to bait something out, but nobody came. Like the Dasp tried a bone break, but he didn't really push through, so nothing kind of came from that. Turns out the Iggy and the Allo are a perfect combo to deal with the Dasp. As you can see, Freddy on his Iggy pushed him back whilst he was trying to bone break, and then we just face tanked, but of course his buddy on Rex came to save his ass again, so we had to get out of there. I made a bit of a mistake and I landed in the water. The Rex could have easily jumped after me and started biting me, but luckily for me he didn't, so I lived to fight another day. Here we came up with the strategy of Freddy staying here in front of it to keep the Rex busy, and that I would go all the way around to maybe try and attack the Dasp without the Rex noticing. So that was the plan, but you'll see if it works. As you can see here, Freddy trying to keep them busy and occupied whilst I made my way around, and the Dasp here, even though Freddy slapped him back, he still managed to bone break Freddy, so now we had to really worry about the Rex, but luckily the Rex struggled to get on the cliff, so Freddy was able to land some more hits on the Dasp, but had to make a jump here to avoid the Rex, and I couldn't really come up and help. I had to duck real quick to avoid the Hats, and we once again live to fight another day. With Freddy trying to recover some health after the jump he had to take to avoid the Rex, the Hats once again came back. But this group wasn't done yet, because there was some more. Well, I think we thought this was just a random Hats, because he flew in and he landed next to the other Hats, and they had a bit of an intimate Hats moment, and from that moment on, the group existed out of 4, so now it was a 4v2. But then over the horizon came a second Dasp, so now it was once again a 5v2, so we were once again heavily outnumbered, so we had to come up with some more strategies to deal with this. Here Freddy was once again trying to get some health back. I was able to block the Hats from attacking him. Right now I'll show both perspective, because we both got action at the same time, so I'll show I believe mine first and then Freddy's perspective, so you can both see what we're up to. This Dasp tried to sneak up on me. I just let him bone break me, because he was already low from the fight we had before, so I just tried to face tank him a bit and run after him. He was getting kinda low, but this other Hats was bleeding already. Of course the Dasp hit behind his Rex, and I don't know what this guy did, but he just decided to sit down and then fully lay down like right next to me, so that was one less opponent to worry about. So now it was a 4v2, and yeah, I was once again bone broken by this Dasp with a calculated risk to get him off the board, because as you can see he's one tap, so unfortunately Freddy just wasn't able to finish him off, and he went back to the protection of his friends. We'll now switch to Freddy's point of view of the whole engagement, because he had a lot of action as well, so I couldn't really decide which footage to use, so I decided to show both perspectives. You can see me going off the other direction to face that hats, and Freddy went after this other hats. Whilst the hats was still swimming in the water, the second Dasp attacked Freddy, and he was able to bone break him again. Then he ran away for a bit to once again charge up another bone break and come back for Freddy. Freddy was able to hit him with a slam, but got bone broken again. The Dasp made the mistake of ending up in the water, so Freddy was able to get some good hits on him, but then of course his buddy on Rex came again, so after he bit him on the tail once, Freddy slapped him back and he had to run away. This is where you could see me getting in another fight with the Dasp, and Freddy just not able to finish him off when he retreated back to his friends again, so that was both the perspective. Let's continue the fight. Continuing, Freddy went after this other Dasp again, and the hats somewhat switched sides, but somewhat didn't. I don't know. He also attacked the darker Dasp, so I don't know. Like, he still wasn't fully committed to who he was helping, but yeah, we'll once again show both perspectives again. First, it's Freddy, who has this hat strapped like a rat in this pond, and it was just a matter for Freddy to keep him in this pond until we run out of stamina so that he couldn't fly away anymore, and then Freddy was able to finish him off afterwards. Indicated by the hat sinking to the bottom here, he was completely out of stamina. Freddy noticed it and decided to chase after it, knowing that it couldn't fly away right now, so it was just a matter of catching up to it for Freddy, and he was able to put down the hats. His very low health Dasp friend tried to save him, but he got himself stuck on a rock there, and Freddy was able to finish him off as well, so that was a nice double kill. And it was now just a 2v1, because well, actually it was 2v2, because there was still this other Dasp left. But after I had a little bit of a fight with him here, whilst Freddy was dealing with the hats and the other Dasp, he just kinda gave up after trying to bone break me, and we never saw him ever again. So after this it was just me and Freddy versus the Rex, but as you might have figured, they had even more friends coming in as well, so we weren't done yet. We really hoped this was the end of it all, like all of his friends dead. The Rex took the trophy from the Dasp and made a retreat towards a cave in Desolate Pass. We hoped that this was it, but sadly for us it wasn't, and they came back with a whole new fresh army of dinos, so you'll see. Completely unrelated to the whole fight with the group, I saw a Spino and I called out its location to Freddy, who was closer and had more stam, because I just chased in a Killabator all around Hot Springs, so I was a bit low on stam. But yeah, we weren't sure if he was with the group or not, but at this stage of the fight we weren't really in the mood to take any chances with trusting players we don't know, so he got himself cornered here, and after finding out that Freddy's thumbs were a bit much, he just jumped off the cliff and died, so that was one last threat, I guess. After we both healed up a little bit, I heard a baby Anki fighting something, and it turned out it was this Mag, which turned out to be part of that whole group we were fighting before again. In the distance you can see my buddy Sean on his hats coming in to help me as well. I didn't know it at the time, so when he landed to come and help, I bit him 2 times because I thought he was just another random player, because he didn't tell me he was coming hat. So after that he screamed that it was him, and I let him go, and we all went after the Mac again. We had this Mac cornered here in this pond pretty well, but of course the group came to his aid, and they brought some heavy artillery, so we were in quite the danger. We heard an EO, and that's the last thing we wanted to hear, so when we looked up we saw this EO coming here, who instantly went to sharpen his horn, so we all made a run for the hills and hoped that he couldn't catch up in time to do something significant. But After the EO chased us away from the mag, Freddy decided to attack the EO, and he got very lucky here that the EO's charge got stuck on that rock and like discontinued, so he didn't get hit there, but the EO was still committed to having a fight with Freddy's already pretty beaten up Iggy, but you'll see how it ends here. Like, they just do some laps around each other with I believe an Kilobator as well watching in the distance, and Freddy got hit by the stomp there, but like not too much damage, and he got some pretty good hits in on the EO, but of course the group came to the EO's rescue as well in the form of this Pygno, and the Meg was also still there, so he made a run for it towards me. Whilst all that stuff with Freddy and the EO was going down, I was still battling this Meg, who was getting pretty low at this point because he got stuck on a couple of rocks sometimes. So. But of course, him being a Meg, he retreated into the water again. After I kept this Meg in this pond so he couldn't really escape, he somehow managed to escape after Freddy joined us, and you could see Sean flying in the background as well. The tiny Enki helped us as well a bit, getting another hit on the Meg, but then we saw what we all feared, and yeah, the group was once again back and even stronger than ever before. The Rex, all the way from the start of the video, that was with the two Stegos in the first part of the group, he presumably delivered the trophy to the home cave and brought with him another friend, so now it was a 6v3 and a 6v4 if you count the baby Enki on our team as well, so we were once again in big trouble, and upon seeing that we decided to just make a run for it, because there was no way that we were gonna be able to face off against this whole group just on our own and like right now, so we made a run for it. Unfortunately, while we made a run for it, the baby Yankee didn't really have the luxury of making a run for it, so we kind of left him with three big apexes, a Pygno and a Meg, so yeah. However, he was able to hold his own pretty well against this Meg, who was of course already a bit low, so we don't know what happened to him, because after this he got out of replay range and we never heard anything from him ever again, unfortunately, so I hope he survived. After crossing the river, we were trying to get to this home cave, but we were attacked by this little raptor. I tried to hit him here and got some good karma by falling off this cliff for a bit. Me and Freddy are both not very familiar with this area, so we didn't know the exact route how to get to the home cave, so we ended up splitting up here. Freddy opting for a route more like going around it, and I try to just climb the mountain and get over over that way, because of course one thing you need to take into account is the home cave debuff when you're this close to the home cave, so there was also an element of time pressure that we needed to beat in order to get to the home cave. But that little raptor that attacked me before, who clearly wanted the trophy or just to kill us in general, he came back for more, so but I really didn't want to lose the trophy because we fought so hard to get it in the first place, so I was scared to like drop it and potentially get it stolen from me, but unfortunately for me this little raptor wasn't alone, and he had help from a Kilobator friend, so I was in another 2v1, and Freddy unfortunately fell off a cliff at this point and met his demise because he was already pretty low, because when we crossed the river trying to escape the whole group we got attacked by two Sukos, so that wasn't really preferable either. So the only one that could save me now was my Allo and my buddy Sean on his hats, but he was pretty low from fighting off the Suko, so we could make a run for it to the cave, so I was starting to lose quite a lot of health here, but luckily there was my savior, my buddy Sean, and I somehow had to try and make it to the cave, but I knew I was about to get the home cave debuff as well probably, so it was a pretty dire situation to say the least. I tried to run as fast as I could, trying to stay in front of this Achillebator without getting attacked so I could enter the cave, but I had to slap him with my tail here so he wouldn't slap me. But unfortunately, the moment I was dreading this whole time happened, and I was about to get the home cave debuff, so that would greatly reduce my chances of survival. And there it is, the symbol we all love to see on our screen. And my buddy Sean had to stop for some stamina, so I really thought that this was the end for me. And unfortunately, in the end, I did have to ditch the trophy to save my life. But, you know, you need to make sacrifices. But the raptors couldn't be far off getting a home cave debuff as well, because they were in the area pretty long as well already. But yeah, the Achillebator managed to get behind me there. Luckily then Sean arrived and I was super duper low, and I don't even know what how I'm still alive. But I managed to grab the trophy here, and they were for some reason not attacking me because they're probably getting pretty low themselves as well. But I just had to make a run for it, so I told Sean to try and keep the raptors as far away from me as possible, and that I would try to make a run for it because I really wanted to deliver this trophy. The Achillebator, or the tiny raptor, once again tried. I bit him here, Sean bit him as well, so unfortunately for me I did drop the trophy, but I was so close to the home cave and so close to death that I had to try to make it. So Sean bravely stayed behind to fend off the raptors, and me with my still combat timer and also the home cave debuff, I tried to make it up there as fast as I could, and I told Sean, please keep the raptors at bay, and at last I was able to enter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.